Okay.
Why is it boss music?
I don't know. Well, there's one key, so do we I think we have to go free the prisoners, but they said something about a scorpion has a key.
Yeah. Well, it said has my keys. Nothing. Uh-oh.
I know, I was like,
oh, that scared the piss out of me.
Yeah, I thought we got stuck for a second. Well, we lost our bulletproof vest.
That's fine.
Well, let's go up.
Go up, yep.
So we still need to find a second key. All right.
Shit, well, that's it.
So what do we do? Do we want to go to the 4th floor thing, or do we want to go back?
Ah, prisoners.
All right,
Maybe one of the prisoners has...
All right, well, let's...
Another key.
Yeah, let's,
Do you remember where they were?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
I know how bad your cognitive mapping skills are.
Yes,
so,
thank you.
Yeah, I'm kind of remembering my best. I'm trying to... There's a secret... Okay. This is annoying.
It is. Oh. Are we there yet?
I know. That's this one. Okay. Oh, no, never mind.
What? We just have...
Well, there actually...
What?
Oh, that's right. The shop wasn't that far from here. We could buy a bulletproof vest again. Think it's worth it? It wasn't that far.
If it's not that far.
All right, let's...
We'll fast forward.
You fucking... Here we go. Help me. He's going to feed me to scorpions. Let's hope this key actually does anything. Ah! We freed everybody.
Now go in there.
Hey, another key.
Bam. The switch to the pitfall is on the 4th floor. Do you want it off?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The pitfall machine is now off.
Okay.
Sweet. So now we gotta go. Oh my.
So we had to do that because if we went off to the 4th floor and there was a pit or something like that,
we would have died.
We would have died.
All right, I'm pretty sure I remember how to get back to the 4th floor.
Well,
I'm like 80% sure.
I'll believe it when I see it. Then another staircase. Yep.
Here we go. The pitfall machine is off. Whew. All right. Wait, let's see if there's anything here.
Nope.
Well, okay. Can't even see my fucking boomerangs. I'm glad everything takes one hit.
Well, I'm glad everything is so straightforward on this floor.
I know. You know what? 3 times the charm.
Right? Yep.
Why would it be dinner?
There it is. Of course. There it is. Wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute. Is this not some infinite loop?
It can't be. I think we're just there.
Yeah,
it is.
okay,
All right.
wow.
Darn! You turned off the pitfall machine. You still can't get me.
Oh god.
Shit.
Yeah,
we lost our bulletproof
Wow,
vest
that was
already. We should have
fast.
bought one. Holy fuck.
As long as Paul doesn't stand in the corner and get beat up by him.
I've got lives, so why not? He's taking all those hits. Just power through it.
Yeah, I guess my boomerangs are doing more damage than anything. And we do have a meat.
Oh yeah, which I'm about to consume. Boom. Oh, it's just 8 hearts though.
Yes.
All right. This is all right.
He's got a lot of health.
He does.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh shit, I'm getting fucked.
Yeah, once I'm at 1, I'm just gonna... No. Okay. Oh, shit.
Now we gotta be a little more careful.
Paul, get out of the corner.
I know.
Ah, fuck.
He still can hit you because of his, like, how fast he can shoot, though. I'm fucked. Actually, never mind. No, that's it. Game over.
Shit.
All right, it's on you.
Great.
You got 3 lives, though. Oh, that
You
was
were
fast.
literally at the end, Paul.
There it is.
Staff! Oh, we fucking did it, dude. Produced by T. Yasuki, baby.
You want to know how you had to walk it? Because Paul's dead.
I know, Paul's dead on the horse.
Yeah.
Directions by A.H.
I'm just glad that we made it through without the game resetting again.
Ain't that the truth? Graphics by Tony Gonzalez. Oh my god. What was it? Kid Clown?
Yes.
Cowboy Kid.
Cowboy Kid.
Wow.
Special
thanks to the whole gang.
The nameless
Music's
man.
pretty badass,
The
actually.
nameless man's
I like
walking
the
off into
music.
the distance.
Oh my god.
How long?
3 hours.
For a 25
But to be
minute
honest,
game.
Yeah,
a lot of it was the
I think
fact we had to restart a bunch
Yeah,
of
exactly.
fucking
I think
times.
2 hours of that was dead footage
That's a
because
pretty
it
cool scene.
reset. Yeah, that's a nice end screen.
I like that, actually. That's
Yeah,
pretty badass.
That's beautiful.
Presented by Romstar.
Ratsmore.
It's actually a long song, too. Like, it hasn't repeated.
No, it hasn't.
I'm actually surprised by how, like,
Why wasn't this
in-depth
song?
it is.
This song should have been played.
It sounds very RPG-ish.
It really does. My God.
There's the end.
And now it's looping. That's so...
That's
Honestly,
hilarious.
I'm
I hit start.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with this game.
I like that it pauses the music,
You
but,
can
not the,
pause the music.
but it doesn't do anything to the clouds.
I know. I guess that's that.
That's
Well,
fine.
Paul hit start real quick. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it just
that's
pauses the game. You can still pause the game in the credits.
Yeah, but you've got your end screen. Take
Oh, I suppose you could take a picture of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So that's Cowboy Kid in the bank
Wow.
at 3 hours.
Realistically speaking, though,
You'll
it's
have to
closer
put the
two.
You have to when you're
That's
done
true.
editing.
Yeah.
Once you find out how much it cuts out.
How
from the
much?
re-
How much was dead? Yeah.
I want to say maybe with all the restarts, take about 2 hours.
Yeah, at
We
least.
do.
Yeah, hour and a half to 2 hours. I think.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
think
about
that's
right.
about where it hit. But overall, man, like,
60-40?
no, I'd say
this
it was
is
50.
50-50.
I'm just fucking with you.
This is 50-50.
We both fucked up.
45,
We both
45.
had fun.
Yeah,
I actually, for a 2-player game, I enjoyed this.
I did too.
It was
I did
not
too.
as
It
bad
was-
as I thought.
It was not clunky. It was not.
Yes, it
was.
Well, the
Well,
hit
it wasn't.
section
It
was
wasn't annoying though. As far as a 2-player, like playing 2-player. I mean,
There wasn't a ton of slowdown.
no.
Because in this era, a lot of 2-player game, Contraforce.
Yes.
Need we say more?
Yeah.
Watch Contraforce if you want to talk fucking
What was
slowdown.
That? What was it? Heavy Barrel? Wasn't that the one that like your bullets were metered because of
Thundercade.
Thundercade.
Thundercade was easier 1-player because
Yes, it was.
you could actually shoot. Mm-hmm. But no, this was actually surprisingly fun.
Yeah, I think it actually. I could see it being fun playing 1-player, but it's even more fun playing 2-player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
This
it's
is really
weird
good.
because it feels like... It weirdly feels like an RPG, but it weirdly feels like a Zelda, but it weirdly feels like... It's like a mishmash of a
It's
whole bunch of
not-
different games.
I don't think it feels like a Zelda as much as it feels like a Star Tropics.
I was gonna say, it feels more like an adventure.
Which Star Tropics obviously was inspired by Zelda.
True.
but the actual action level like settings and stuff like that, that's what this reminded me of.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, let's get her started. What would you give Cowboy Kid for a difficulty? Let's fuck that up.
Nice save.
It's been a while.
Yeah. No, honestly,
4 or 5.
no, not even. I would 3.
I'm between 3 and 4.
I would say a 3 because as far as we know, you probably get unlimited continues.
Well, it was weird because, like...
I got a game over, but that was a game over only until you got a game over, and then you would start again on the current level that you were on.
Yeah, because
So-
then it gave us that extra continue screen,
Yeah.
even past the continues, but then I suppose it started the level over, but not
Yeah.
really?
No, because
we kept
still,
our items.
Yeah, we still had all our gear.
We just had to go through the process again.
Yes.
So, I mean, yeah, maybe 3.
It's a 3. It's a 3. There's nothing overtly difficult in this game. The only thing to overcome that's difficult is the...
Boss life.
No, not even the boss's life. It's the hit detection.
Some
Honestly,
of those bosses
so many
low,
so many
hard
enemies
to
that
hit.
you were taking damage from, and it's like, why was I taking damage from you?
Oh, the birds were good.
Actually, I would almost say it might be a 4. You
What?
imagine playing this one player?
some of those bosses.
Can you imagine that final boss one player?
I suppose that's actually a really good point.
Yeah,
let's go up.
Yeah,
to a 4.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
4 because I mean, they moved quick.
Yes, they did.
They shot a lot.
They
very
shot
fast.
a lot. I mean, the bosses were awesome. Mm-hmm. I liked how varied the bosses
Yes,
were.
it was a nice variety.
Yes.
Nothing ever felt stale in this game.
No,
And
even,
literally the whole game is like a Western shoot 'em up, but it never felt boring or like drawn out.
it reminded me of the stupid ass Western scenes in Daydreamin' Davy. Do you remember how completely dumb those areas were?
Yeah.
By dumb, you mean awesome.
I know you have a boner for Daydreamin' Davy. That game was horrible.
Just 'cause
He hates it. I was gonna say,
it's like
exactly.
Killer Instinct. I love it because it makes you mad.
Yeah. And I personally love Killer Instinct.
Those fucking Trojans with their spears. That drove me nuts.
Oh man.
But no, like, honestly, one player, this game would be extremely
I think it'd be
hard.
very.
it would be
I think like 2-player, yeah, 3 sounds about right. But if you're going single player, some of these bosses would make it a 4.
Absolutely. Because, I mean, you do get a lot of health.
Not to mention the river scenes, the one where you had to go up and over. If he wasn't able to go out the door and back in how many of those times, you would have died and had to continue much quicker.
but still though, how many, like, all you'd have to do though is just farm for those stars so that you can build up your life, basically.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and I know what
there's
you're
ways.
saying too.
Yeah.
There's ways around it, so I think honestly, I would feel comfortable in that 4.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you do get a lot of health.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that Bulletproof Vest gives you, like, God, it had to be like
It negates
10 to
hits.
15,
At
yeah,
least
almost
15
20
to 20
hits.
hits, I would say. Yeah.
Did it say in the instructions how many?
No, I even looked at some guide and it was like it makes you immune to like certain things, and it's like, well, it seemed to make you immune to like everything.
Literally, you could touch people and it still didn't hurt you.
Yeah.
I mean, we were taking a lot of hits
Yes, we
without
were.
taking damage.
Yeah.
That's why I was
Same with
surprised.
the hat.
Yeah, the hat too.
In the one scene where you'd get hit by the wood and nothing was happening, it's because of the hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of ways to mitigate damage. But even single player, you get so much health. Money
Yeah.
is so easy to come by.
Yes, it is.
And I mean, because of how shoddy it's programmed, you can farm money so easily.
Yes, you can.
It is almost stupid.
Literally hitting start and unpausing it will literally reset treasure chests and barrels for you to farm.
Or
Yes.
exiting and re-entering a scene, a
Yeah.
screen.
So yeah, I think 4 is probably pretty accurate. Only for the bosses, because the hit detection is so shit that, I mean, that's really the only truly downside to this game is how bad the hit. I mean, We've played some games with bad hit detection. Mm-hmm. This probably takes the cake for the worst hit detection I think we've ever seen.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Your box is so big that it sucks that people on other planes can still hit you
even when you jump.
Because they're crossing like your pixel box.
It was like Rygar.
Yeah.
Which when we do Rygar, I'll show you a certain boss where it's a top-down view. The boss is here going left and right. Mm-hmm. You're down here. So remember, it's top-down. You can jump, swing, and hit him. You just jump back and forth, and you can kill him. But if you think about it, perspectively, it makes
no sense.
Zero sense.
Yeah.
But Rygar is programmed really badly. Mm-hmm. That game is going to be fun, though, because I actually have a soft spot. I have a soft spot for Rygar.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a 4 for difficulty. Let's move on to fun. What would you give it
8
for a fun? An 8?
Just because multiplayer, it was funny. It's one of those ones where it's fun to kind of like just joke around, like pick it up and play.
You're laughing, but I'm sticking.
You're really gonna go 8?
I'm an 8. I'm an 8. I loved this game.
You're so stupid.
It's a dumb game, but it was fun.
Again, this was a 2-hour game that never felt stale. It didn't. No. I wasn't asking myself, boy, when is this game gonna end? Yes, there were parts where you're walking around where you think, okay, like, when are we gonna get to the end here? When are we gonna get to the end? But every level had some kind of mechanic in there that made it feel unique.
Every level was distinct.
The only level that felt long was that final one.
Yeah. And even then, I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
And I bet you the only reason it felt long was because it was reskinned areas just recolored in loops doing the different areas. That was the only issue.
Yeah.
There's an entire part of that level we didn't see.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't deactivate the switch, you fall... You end up in this basement area where you fight the scorpion, which then brings you back out that you can go and open the prisoners and do that.
I see.
That's where that scorpion is.
Interesting. Okay.
I was wondering why we never actually saw
the scorpion.
Yep,
yeah.
Because you have to fall down the pit to fight him.
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of cool, though. That's what made this game kind of interesting, is the fact that there were objectives in every single level, and they were different every time.
Yes.
It was never just... go get this, go do that. I mean, it kind of was, but it was something different every time.
There was stuff to do in every level. There was, we were in that level where we were like, everything's boarded up. Like, what's the point of this? Like, I thought, oh my god, they're getting like a little bit lazy because we're on level 5 or whatever, and everything is closed off. Then there's an explosion, and all of a sudden.
The town's destroyed.
The town is all wide open now, but people are reacting like a bomb went off.
The world felt alive.
It truly did. The graphics were actually, I mean, they were cute.
They were adorable. I really enjoyed the graphics. I'm gonna agree with that.
Even like being in the inns and stuff like that, you had those different animations of either staying in the horse stall, the suite, or the deluxe room, or whatever. The music was fantastic.
I did enjoy
this.
The music.
This was an incredible soundtrack.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the only reason I don't go higher is because of the fact that the hit detection is so damn bad.
And it's, what's weird?
And some of the platforming, especially when it came to those Frogger-esque areas, the platforming really was not its strong suit.
Well, those levels where you could just fall into nowhere.
Yes, but that's the thing though, is that this game did not abuse that. They knew what their limitations were, and they did not force it on the player, saying, yeah, we know that the platforming is really bad, so this will add some additional challenge for them.
It wasn't like Double Dragon 2.
Correct.
Where we had to do that platforming, which jumping is what? A and B?
Yeah.
That was abysmal. Never put platforming in a fucking beat 'em up.
No.
That's the worst idea you can do.
Don't do platforming in a beating 'em up. Don't do platforming in a shooter. Don't do platforming like a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
There are certain genres that should not cross over just because they don't work well.
Except Metroid Prime, actually. the jumping and platforming in Metroid Prime worked really well.
But see, that's designed as a Metroid thought out from 2D perspective, just shifted to 3D.
True.
So they do plan it all out as a 2D Metroid. So that's why it works for the Metroid franchise.
But yeah, honestly, I was debating. I was like, it's between an 8 and a 9, even, because I think honestly, this game is really, really cute, but it does have enough flaws that I feel comfortable in that 8. But yeah, this was a fun game.
Well, and
I would say it's
you'd also have a different experience doing single player versus the 2-player.
exactly. Two-player was actually a lot more fun. I would go to that 9 with 2-player.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we look at it from a 1-player perspective, yes, I would say 8, possibly a 7 if you're really annoyed with the hit detection.
I was never that overly annoyed with it.
No, I wasn't either.
I was more annoyed
even
that
though
the system didn't work.
Even though the hit detection was kind of a detriment to you, you could exploit it to the enemies as well too. So it was pretty fair.
And there was enough ways to get health back.
Another kind of good point to it is that when you're doing 2-player, you're not just second player is not just a reskinned first person of the first character.
I wasn't just a color swap.
His weapons not just a palette swap, but your weapons were different.
Yeah, it's two different characters.
Yeah.
So that's a good point for it, because like a lot of games of this era, if you do second player, it's like, well, look, I mean, Double Dragon's a great example. You're pretty much the same character, just different colors.
Bimmy and Jimmy, baby.
Battletoads.
Bimmy and Timmy.
All the characters are the same. They're just different colors with slightly different attacks. Like
This one, I liked the Indian character. Yeah. I like the difference between you're right. I like the fact that I got the boomerangs and he got like the 6-shooter.
Yeah,
like that was really cool.
Yeah, it was such a strong weapon. He had the rifle.
Yeah, it was such an interesting touch.
Yeah,
to what's really a very simple game.
And they even had those little those really cute animations that really just like when you're
the one dude that fell in the river.
Well, not even that, but like when you're staying in the inn in the suite, and the Indian he rolls off of the bed and he still continues sleeping. Like it was cute little touches like that just they didn't need to be in there.
Yeah,
but darn it, did they work?
It was like a less serious Lone Ranger.
Yeah,
is what this felt like.
Honestly, it really reminded me of like River City Ransom.
Well, the game, a lot of people say this is a kind of a revamped version, is the Ganbare Goemon 2.
I don't know.
Mystical Ninja Goemon.
Oh, okay, yeah. It is that kind of, yeah.
It's
or like a Pocky and Rocky.
Yeah, they say that Cowboy Kid is basically a reskinned version of like those types of games.
That's what our buddy Tim said. That's one we should do on the channel, is Pocky and Rocky Reshrined. Remake.
Yeah.
He said it's kind of like this.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
oh.
And it plays like that. It's like a Zelda-ish beat 'em up kind of sort of thing. I think that would be kind of fun to try. And
for sure.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed this a lot.
This was good.
I did.
I think it was fun. It was annoying having to redo these levels, but that was only because our game wasn't working.
Yeah.
And even then,
the only annoying thing was this guy not stopping hitting treasure chests.
You know what? To this day, I'm going to hit every treasure. You never know. Something else might come out of that thing. So that is a 4 for difficulty and 8 for fun. Paul, what did you play for Cowboy?
Did you just say what did I play for this?
No, what did you pay?
He almost said play.
Yeah. I almost did.
He went play.
What did I pay for this game?
What did you pay for Cowboy Kid?
I paid
something.
No, I paid $7.99 for it.
Fuck.
At, of all places, Game Crazy. Do you remember Game Crazy?
Of course I do.
Yep.
They did like the 3 for 10s or whatever.
Yep. But
Good
this
Lord.
was back in 2004 or 2005.
Hollywood Video, right?
Yes, it was. Yep.
This was probably around the time you and I started going out more. When we started getting more serious into getting the collection done. Well, as of this video on PriceCharting.com,
$400.
You're talking $399.95 fucking
Holy
cents.
Crap! It's $400 now.
That is insane.
Jeez.
Well, is this game even particularly rare or anything?
It's not easy to find.
No, honestly, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about Cowboy Kid.
I would say if you call
there's
it
a difference
rare,
between not being known and actually being rare, like a Panic Restaurant or something like that.
So, So
There,
I think,
there's the difference. There's the different scales. Well, at least for me, there's like the difference.
Yeah.
So in the sense, I know what you're saying. Like, if somebody said, "Is Little Samson a rare game?" I would say honestly, probably not.
Not anymore.
No, because if you want the game,
It's just pricey.
You can find it. It's just pricey. Right. This game, I feel like you can find it, but it doesn't. You don't see it often at conventions and
no.
Well, because this isn't one that's one of those eye-catching games probably. So they're not gonna do anything to draw attention to it.
It's one of those mid-tier crown jewel games. It's not a Panic Restaurant. It's not a Zombie Nation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Flintstones Surprise at Dinosaur Peak.
And it's not as known as something like a Mario or something like that.
Right.
So
it's one of those.
It's not a game people don't recognize because it's fairly well known, and it's not recognized because it's not a super rare thing.
Because wasn't Arkista's Ring pretty expensive too? What was ours?
I think so. I think it was $100 maybe.
God, when did we do Arkista's Ring?
Couldn't tell you.
While ago.
But Arkista's Ring, I paid $25 for that, so I don't.
Faria was $88 at the time. I don't think I have a price for Arkista's Ring. I don't think I was doing prices back then. I should have. No, yeah, we did. Arkista's
It's $55.
Yeah, never mind.
Loose.
It was $27.
Yeah.
So what's the one I was thinking of?
Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu.
DuckTales 2's 186. Rockin' Cats. Or no, Wayne's World is 137.
Yeah.
Well, at the time it was. Yeah, Zombie Nation.
Wayne's World is not an easy game to find.
No. Last Action Hero was 109.
It's pretty rare.
Mega Man 5, 134.
That'd be, I suppose, a third type category for like stuff like this, because it's based on an actual like known IP.
So I think
Creon Conquest would be a good example of like where it's at.
Yeah.
Not many people know about Creon Conquest.
No.
Not many people know about Cowboy Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Creon Conquest is half the price of this.
It is. Yeah, it's a Mega Man clone.
Yeah. But this is, I would say this is beyond uncommon.
But not quite rare yet.
I don't know.
Or at least low end of rare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because even I feel like I haven't seen this much.
No, but honestly, I still say, like, I mean, is it worth it? Obviously, you really have to. You really have to invest for it. It's a great game. I definitely think that it is in your interest to try to play it. You're gonna enjoy it. It's just to invest $400 for this game. It is a little bit pricey.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I would recommend it, but I can't I can't say go out and buy it.
Yeah. So, don't go scouring eBay for it, but definitely a recommended play.
Yes, definitely.
I agree. All right, so that'll do it for Cowboy Kid. Nicely done, buddy.
Yes, thank you.
So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let us know if you've ever even heard of this damn game, or if you had it, did you enjoy it? What's another Romstar game that you enjoyed, if you can even think of one?
I already told you. World Champ.
That game's shit.
I know it is.
So go to PowerTripGaming.tv. Takes you directly to the channel where you can watch all of our other videos of the NES North American collection that we are playing through. This was game 273. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old. I can't fucking read.
Get larger text.
No shit.
You can also listen to our podcast on iTunes and Spotify, the PTG Powercast.
Yes, and if you don't feel like leaving a comment because you're scared of being public, nespowertrip@gmail.com. Okay. You can send us an email. We will respond, hopefully.
So now we gotta get out of here before he falls asleep.
Yeah.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm just high. But not high in the fact that I take
medications.
Medications for what I have.
Well, that'll do it.
So next time on Power Trip.
Well,
Can we say we'll play something better?
we'll try to play something better.
Try, baby.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
I say
we're not going
we go
to.
full swing the opposite way. We play something terrible.
Black Bass, baby.
You really want to do Black Bass?
Blue Marlin.
You're just
Because they're games he doesn't want to play.
well, and he's saucy because I was able to catch those bass
Fuck
so
you.
easy.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
We're doing Bart versus Radioactive Man.
Can't do that one. We got to do Bart versus the
They're
Space
not
Mutants first.
sequential.
Yes, they are.
They are not. There's not canon. It's not like there's reference.
We're
in
playing-
Bart.
Technically, I guess we could.
We're
Then.
playing Sesame Street. I feel like counting.
No.
It's like a 10-minute game.
No. You know what we're gonna do?
What's that? What are we gonna
He
do?
has no idea.
He is so glossed over.
My lip hurts.
I wonder why.
It does. Of course it does.
That's that.
All right.